Good morning, everyone. This is Michael,
This is Nick.
and we're joined today by Myrofora. She's the second year student in the English medical program in our school. So, Myrofora, why don't you tell people a bit about yourself?
I'm gonna turn 20 in a few days.
Yes.
God, I'm getting old. I'm in second year of the course. I'm a Cypriot. I was gonna say proud to be a Cypriot because
Since you're from Cyprus, I had this issue when I first moved here. Was I had the problem with the dialect, and because I used to be speaking Cypriot-Greek, moving to Greek was a bit difficult for me. Did you find any difficulties?
Thankfully I grew up with Greek neighbors. So since we
okay.
were so close with each other, I was talking to them Greek. So I was kind of practicing the accent. But yes, when you come here, you say some words that I thought they were Greek, but they're mostly like what Cypriots say, and they were trying to understand, but I'm getting a hold of it. I mean, I'm getting used to it.
Since you have like the neighbor, like Greek neighbor, how would you compare like Greek people to Cypriot people? Is there any like big difference?
Yeah, it's actually quite different. I don't know about unique,
No,
but
I think it's quite different too.
yeah, it's quite different. Some of the things we do, even the food, where we thought it was gonna be the same, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Totally different. Like the most common food that we have in common is the souvlaki, but they make it much better here, I must admit.
And cheaper. Don't forget that.
And cheaper. But yeah, we do have lots of differences in the way we live, act, what we say, how we react on some things. It's very different. Yeah, I had the chance to work with many Greek people for many things here. So it's quite different.
Now, this is kind of a bit of an elephant in the room thing. Do you think the Greek students in the Greek program have a bit of a distaste for us in the English program, or don't like us generally?
That's gonna be like a personal opinion, but on a subject that I didn't like dig into it. Like I don't know much about the Greek department, but I feel like we're here. I'm here 2 years. You were there for 3 years. Did they approach you to come and talk to you? For me, they didn't.
No,
so I don't know what to think. Only some Cypriots, they talk to me from the Greek department, which is, Cypriots in a different country. We do that. Except from that, we didn't actually arrange something like go out, get to know each one, or go to specific events like we do with our years and our department. Now I don't know what's going on. I don't want to answer falsely because I don't really know what's going on. But we still didn't have the chance, or they just don't want us to get to know each other. Maybe. Okay, well, if you think about it, we are only 60 people in each year. We're a small group. Meanwhile, they're like 300 people. They don't even know the people from their class. So I get why, they may not come and talk to us, but I don't know.
No, for me, I think somehow I find the Greek student that I was interacting with, they're quite friendly. For example, the other day when I was going to hospital, there was a 5th year in the hospital and in the Greek department, and he was showing me everything around. And most of them, when they talk to me, they're very friendly. I just don't get it when people start telling me that they hate us or something like that, because for me, I don't feel it. That
comes depends on your situation. Like even me, they didn't do anything wrong to me. Like I didn't experience anything that I'm gonna say that they disguise us and they don't want to talk to us. And especially you have a bigger chance to experience even a conversation with Greeks because you are in the hospitals right now, so you kind of talk to them anyways. Meanwhile us, we just go to uni and then we rush off to leave and either go to the library or come home and do anything else. But if I talk to other Greeks, not specifically the medical school Greeks, they're quite friendly, and I mean that comes with it's Greeks. I mean that's one of the things we know about the Greek people, that they are friendly and they are hospitable. So I get.
Yeah, but I would also understand if they actually don't like us. The other day when I was in the hospital, there was kind of an incident. We were going into the ER, and there were 3 of us, like in the English department. We were going into the surgery room, and inside the surgery room there was like 10 Greek students. And the moment we got in there, all of the 10 Greek students were told to get out. Like, I mean, I did not fully understand the conversation because I couldn't hear the Greek. But my friend basically told me that because we pay, so we have like the priority to be in some certain places. So I would actually get it if they do dislike us in a way, you know. Yeah, because we do get some kind of priority over them.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, we do pay, so we are gonna have that priority in some places. But on the other hand, we both have our lectures in the same kind of auditoriums, same labs, same teachers. Maybe the part where we pay is just the extracurricular activities we do outside the university that the Greeks may not like, or maybe they don't have the money to experience. It's just it depends on the situation again. But I mean, I get what you mean with they dislike us because of these examples, but on the other hand, you need to think about the fact that you pay for it. Yeah.
There was also an experience I had with I was in the clinics in Feta, and there was a Greek student, and he instantly realized I was from the English program. Yes, you're from the English program. And it was a bit passive-aggressive throughout the whole time we were interacting. So
most of the people, they don't know what's going on, and just because their friends say, oh, we don't like the Greek department,
true,
they're just like, okay, I don't like the Greek department either.
See, that's
I mean,
that's the same thing with me. Like I told you guys, like people tell me that the Greeks don't like us, but in the same time, when I experience, I feel it's fine. Like they're okay.
Same,
So it's like people just telling me that they don't like us, but when I actually interact with them, it's fine. It's totally fine, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, let's talk about something a bit more controversial.
Yeah.
Halloumi or Feta cheese?
Oh.
This is even more controversial.
This is even more controversial
than much bigger.
Yeah. If I answer Feta, then I will just disrespect my origins. So I'm just gonna say Halloumi. Depends.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a grill day, you do your souvlaki, your sausages and all that, you definitely need halloumi. Definitely. Like halloumi, it's a must.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. And you especially if you like eat fresh halloumi with some honey, paradise.
Actually, I haven't tried that. Exactly.
No, you need to try it. That is the best thing.
Yeah, and you actually need to go to a traditional place. They do it in a village, but I forgot where it was. I went with my school, and I was like, damn, that's some good halloumi. Now for feta, it basically goes with the Greek salad. Like I like the Greek salad.
Yeah.
But you cannot eat salad without feta, like the Greek salad without the feta. Yeah. It goes together. Except from there, that I don't really like eat feta on its own.
Yeah, actually, I agreed with you on that because I prefer halloumi actually.
Yeah.
Because feta is a bit too salty for me.
Yeah.
Like it's so salty, and halloumi is like very balanced as well.
Do you know the difference between halloumi and feta?
No.
No. Feta. No, it's not feta. It's an ari. Okay, no, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, how did you find about the program, the English medical program?
Okay.
I mean, like, because it's not very popular yet. Even for me, I'm from Vietnam. It was actually my mom who knew the ambassador of the Greek embassy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got to know it. Otherwise, there was no way I could have known it. How about you?
Okay. Since you are the first ones in the course, it makes sense that by the fact that you didn't know about it. While for us, second year it became more famous and more on the third year. Like people like with the specific word are fighting to get in our uni, like in our course.
Holy shit, seriously?
They are, especially from Cyprus now that England is out of the it has to do with the Brexit and the no more home fees for medicine. To go to UK, you need to pay like 35,000 minimum a year.
Yeah, that I know.
So students from Cyprus, obviously, they cannot afford this.
Yeah.
So their other alternative is to go somewhere else, definitely, or come to Greece. And now that they found out about the English course, it's more popular because as soon as you graduate, you don't only have the choice to go to Cyprus or Greece. You can go anywhere else you want because you did it in English and you have like the English certificate, the English diploma. In Vietnam, maybe it's not that famous, but for us, it's very famous, and people are like really trying to get in the university. In Greece, it's not famous because they have the Greek department, but whoever you ask, whoever you tell that you're going to like the English course of the Aristotle University, like the English course of medicine, they're like, are you serious? That's amazing. Like people are fighting to get in that course. So,
yeah, actually for us, I mean, if I say that I study medicine, it's already a cool thing. But if I mention our school name, they have no idea.
I mean, they do have a long story, Aristotle and all the history of medicine. We learned about that. But yes, generally, medicine and Greece are very popular together.
Yeah, right.
So I get why they are so, like, they get so excited when when they hear you go you're studying medicine in Greece. Now for the course, shout out to the admissions officers. Like honestly, they do it for the first time and they're actually doing really good job. Definitely you didn't experience the luxuries we experienced because you were the first year. However, and I know that Greece is unorganized. I mean, it's not only, it's every single aspect here. But I enjoy it because I have a balance between having fun, like getting some rest, but also like studying at a good university.
I actually really agree with that point because I love chaos here. I love the chaos here. Do you know why? It gives us freedom. And at this point when I'm talking about this, I'm specifically talking about the fact that we, as a student, we can just walk in hospital and we start practicing what we learned in school. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because I know for a fact that in other countries they have tighter regulations against what you can do as a student in hospital. I mean, like you have to have, like some certificate, or you have to ask the boss or like the doctor. But here you just walk in, and like I said, like Nick and I, we go to the emergency room all the time. We don't really have to ask anyone. We could also go, let's say, shadow some of the surgery. I mean, for that you have to ask. But like just to go to ER or like some internal medicine department, it's really easy. And I love that because it helps us in a way that we can practice what we learned in school a lot. And I find that really helpful because, I mean, if you just study in school, then once you get into the hospital, you're gonna forget anyway. Like for me, honestly, when the first time I went to the hospital, like in the third year, and they asked me if I knew how to do ECG. I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, we did learn that in the second year, yes, but no, I didn't know how to do it. Yeah, like
in the first year.
the first year. So that's my point. Like, you're gonna forget it for sure. You're gonna forget what you learned in school if you're not gonna use it, right? Like, it's just 2 years, and I already forgot. So it was a bit like an embarrassing moment. But again, like, I think for us, it's a big opportunity. Like, it is chaos, but it's an opportunity to really level up our skill.
One thing I did want to touch up on again is you said that a lot of Cypriots are like very fighting to get into this program.
Yeah.
I remember one of the guys from our admissions office telling us that in the second year of the program they had 6,000 Cypriots trying to get in, but in the first year it was only like a bit less than 1,000.
They were trying to get in, or
No, they
like
applied.
accepting them? Oh,
No, they
applied.
tried to get in. Yeah, so it was like just out of the Cypriots, it was around 6,000 people.
Because I remember that this was telling us, since it's an English course, they said we may not be accepting so many public school students, like Cypriot students, because they can anyway go to the Greek department, so that we have spaces for people who went to either private schools that they anyway learned them in English, or people from somewhere else, like except Cyprus.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's new.
Well, it was just, I think it was just an idea. I don't know if they applied it, but yeah, I don't know.
Do you think that's a good idea though?
You know what? It's again it's mixed feelings for me, to be honest, because you should definitely give the opportunity to every single student to apply to this uni. Doesn't have to be public or private school. Because if that specific student can sit down and learn the English, or maybe it's even smarter than me, you don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
They need to have the chance to apply to an English course, because maybe they want more later on. Maybe they didn't have it in the past. They said, okay, I was in a public school, and in Cyprus the public schools, you see the difference between the private schools. I think we do have a difference. So maybe they don't want that for their future. Maybe they wanted to open more doors for their future. But again, there's so many people that don't even have the option. Like, you only speak English. You came here only talking English and your language, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So you didn't really have a chance. Yeah. So you need to also give the opportunity to those people to come and study here. So I don't know what to say about that. But
going a bit regarding the education systems, did you not think of studying in Cyprus?
No.
Why not?
No.
Not?
Not at all.
No way, no.
Okay.
Why? I mean,
The only chance I was gonna study in Cyprus was in case no universities accepted me. But that didn't happen, so I was like, thank God. Yeah, no, it's not because Cypriot unis are not good. They're really good. Like, really good, I mean, based on the equipment, the resources, sometimes a lot of professors, they're actually good. It's just, I think, mostly the lifestyle. I didn't wanna, like, when I say university life, for me, is going away from my house. Like, I don't want to stay in my home country. I want to go somewhere else, wherever, just live on my own independently. I don't want anyone like to, from the family, oh, my mom every weekend coming to my apartment. Oh, I'm gonna do your laundry. No, I don't like that. I want to do everything on my own. I want to learn things. I want to experience the independency, going out with friends without my parents knowing about it, or even being nervous in case I'm home late. I don't want that. also it gives me a break. It gives me the chance to miss my country and miss the people, so that when I go back, my time with them is, I have more quality time with them. It's more, special.
Okay.
Yeah.
And regarding that, how would you compare the education systems between Greece and Cyprus? Do you think they're similar, or are there any key differences?
I don't know how to answer that because I didn't experience the Cypriot University. But I can say about the high schools if you want me to. I mean,
I think that's pretty good too.
I mean, you both went to high school there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
What was the difference between you two? Wait, you went?
No, we went to
in
the
the same
exact
school.
same high school. Yeah.
Yeah. But from what I heard from other people, we were definitely, our school was more like strict, more strict.
It was a lot more strict. Yeah.
But it had a reason for that. Again, I think I wouldn't say the teachers differ a lot. They're quite the same. Because at the end of the day, we also may go to like the after school lessons for extra help, which is basically the point of going to a private school, not needing the extra help. Except that we have more opportunities. We have more open doors if we want to go somewhere to study. Coming back to the language thing we said before, if you are in a public school and you want to go somewhere else except Cyprus or Greece, you need to sit down on your own and learn English just for you to come here.
Yes.
We were raised with the second language, so we didn't have the problem with that. If you are not that interested though in learning English, then you just stay between Greece and Cyprus. This has to do about the public schools. Meanwhile, us, we didn't even know which unis to choose from. We had all the unis.
Because you have the option. Because of the language. Is it a kind of a dream for Cypriot people to come to Greece? Because I've noticed that there's so many here, from our and your year as well. Like there's so many. Is it a kind of a dream? What is the common belief?
What do you think, Nick, about that?
I would say that it's really looked into. A lot of Cypriots are really looking forward to come to Greece, especially Thessaloniki.
Yeah.
Especially here.
Is it for uni though, or is it for
it's
the
for the
fun?
lifestyle. It's for the lifestyle.
Yeah,
I don't really think it's for the actual.
Is it just Greece, just Thessaloniki, or anywhere else?
Well, you can choose from Greece, Netherlands.
Not the UK anymore.
Not the UK anymore.
Yeah, there's not many places now for Cypriots to go to after the Brexit.
Yeah.
Because there was this mentality that you needed to go to the UK.
Yeah.
It was almost only the UK.
Yeah, but
only
why?
UK.
I don't get it. Why?
I don't know. The systems there that the British have put in place were quite structured. I'm not going to go into the details, all the negatives that came with that. But then when the British left, a lot of stuff happened in Cyprus. But then also a lot of Cypriots started moving to England. There was a huge influx of Cypriots going to places like Birmingham. Alright, so to finish our podcast today, do you have any specific thing you would like to say to the Cypriot students thinking of studying here in the future?
Not something specific, like to get here, but as soon as they get in the uni, to study. To study a lot. Because the first 3 years, God, hopefully.
No, the first year was nothing, bro.
The first year.
We didn't feel like we had anything for the first year.
For the first year compared to the second at least, I get what you mean. But, study.
Okay. Perfect.
Alright. We will be back with
another episode. Don't worry about it. We'll just cut it.
whatever.
Yeah. We're not good at this.